Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Finally got another video up here. I've got some great trades with some great friends, JCAU 99, the Retro Game Thrifter, and Doug the Retro Gamer 10, I believe is his channel. I'll have to check that again, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. So I got some great stuff here, and then just a couple of things that I had picked up. I think this is from about 2 weeks ago. I've really fallen behind, especially on my pickups. But I've got another video probably coming up after this, maybe the next day or two, with a lot more other of my own pickups. But let's go ahead and start with the trades. The first is from Doug, the Retro Gamer 10. He hit me up about a couple Pokemon games, and so I sent him those, and I think a couple Mario games too. I think it was New Super Mario Bros. DS, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Pokemon Black 2, and then I feel like Fire Red. You have to check out his channel to make sure on that, but I believe that's correct. So he sent me a couple things here. First, just a couple extras. Beautiful Joe, My Street on the PS2, which I guess is like mini games and stuff like that, which I love. So that's really cool. And then the games that I actually traded for. These are just two upgrades for me, and that is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Mine was Greatest Hit, so it was great to have a black label. And then the same for this one, Jak 2. So now all of my Jak and Daxter games are black label, and I think I'll probably show those on Facebook here at some point when I actually get organized. But the best thing that Doug sent me, and this is what I was looking for the most, was Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the GameCube. I have the one on the Wii, but I've been really looking for it on the GameCube. And I want to give kudos to Doug because this is not an easy game to trade, or at least to trade off. So hopefully, that he feels that it was an equal trade. Like I said, I sent a bunch of Mario games and Pokemon, but definitely this is this has been a tougher game for me to find. So I'm very thankful that that we traded. The next is from my friend Brian, the Retro Game Thrifter. I met him up at the MGC. I think he rode with Rico, original Game Boys. Anyway, he's got a cool channel. He's a nice dude, and I hope to see him again. Here in a few months, actually, 6-7 months for MGC again. But he sent me F-Zero X, which for some reason I just could not find this game, and I'm still missing it on the GameCube also. But really cool to finally have F-Zero X, and then also New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. I've come across this game several times. And I keep ending up trading them off. However, this one I want to send to Flame X, to my buddy Ortiz. He sent me some games, which was really cool of him. He sent me that Primal Rage, and so I hope you don't mind, Brian. But I asked for this just so I could give it off. So to Flame X, if you're still watching my videos, let me know, man, if you still need this game, because I would love to just send this out to you. It was really nice of you just to send Primal Rage, and I'd love to return the favor. So thanks again, Brian. Check out the Retro Game Thrifters. And then lastly is a trade with JCAU 99, aka J Cow, aka Jibby Jabby, and all the other nasty names his mother calls him. He sent me some great stuff. I had finally found 4 swords from Stilo 999, and he knew that I was looking for some GameCube to Game Boy adapter cables. So he sent me 2, which was really cool. One's here still in the package, and then just 1 loose one. I now have 3, so I just need 1 more. Then he also sent me some GameCube extension cables for the controllers, which is actually awesome too, because I actually use these. I use my Wii as my GameCube, and it's in my entertainment center, so it's perfect just to have these stringed to the couch. So that was very nice. He sent me a few extras just because he's a nice dude. The first is my favorite, actually, and it is Desert Storm cards. Now, I believe these are going to be like, maybe like General Norman Schwarzkopf, stuff like that. I actually have a deck of playing cards from Desert Storm, and they are just the dumbest things. They like it's like the Ace of Spades. It's like talking about like staying hydrated, and one of them's about scorpions and snakes, and stuff like that. Like just dumb stuff. But I'll have to check these out because it seems kind of funny to check those. And they sent me a couple of games, which was very nice. A couple of GameCube games, Ice Age 2: The Meltdown, which I love the Ice Age movies, and then Cars, which I think I'll actually check out. My daughter loves Cars, and it is 2 players, so I assume it'll be a lot of fun just to race with her and just have a good time. So I want to say thanks to JCAU99, aka Josh. Hopefully you've seen the video where he came into town. I got to hang out with him. We had a great time, so go check out that channel. I believe it is his Vlog 137. And lastly, it's just a couple pickups that I've had. These are nothing special. The first one is the manual to Children of Mana. I had picked this game up probably about a year ago now, and it was just casing game, and so Pawn Store had the game complete. I asked if he would just do the manual. He said he'd do it for $1, so I paid the $1 just to pick up the manual. I've actually played this game. It's okay. It's a dungeon crawler, so it's not the best game, but I finished it, and I'm glad I did. It was fun. And then lastly, I picked up for $1 from a Pawn Store, and this is Sonic Riders. And I thought I had this game, but I have Sonic Heroes, which is kind of like a racing kind of game, and that's what this looked like, so I had gotten confused. But I do not have this game, and it's Sonic Riders, and it is complete. So I will check that out sometime here in the near future, probably after I finish the Zelda Master Quest. But I want to say thanks again to Doug, the Retro Gamer 10, to Brian, the Retro Game Thrifter, and of course to JCAU 99. I love doing trades. I hope to do more trades with all those guys, and to anyone else who's watching my videos. I've got the convention coming up next week, the Classic Gaming Expo. I'm really excited for. Unfortunately, I've got a few maintenance costs associated with that. I'm donating a bunch of consoles for just their their hall, for people to walk up and play. And so I kind of want to get my systems cleaned, my games cleaned. I think I'm going to print out almost like return address labels that I can stick on all the games that just have my name and number. I'm not really worried about people stealing. I'm more worried about them just getting lost and displaced. So I kind of want to do that. My GameCube is acting up, and so I think I'm going to have to buy a new console. I don't really use it, so when I was just checking it out and testing it, the disc stops reading after a minute or two. Now the Game Boy player works great, I guess just because all the disc is doing is just rerouting to the Game Boy player, so that's the only purpose of the disc. But so my GameCube is kind of acting up, and then I also hopefully can find a Nintendo power cable for cheap for my NES. I've had just a third-party generic, although it does have a varying voltage meter on it, so I can change the voltage depending on what I was using it for, which is nice. But if I'm going to showcase the NES, I should probably have the first-party power brick. So hopefully I can find one of those for cheap. We have a handful of game stores, so hopefully I can find one. So unfortunately, like I said, just have some maintenance costs to do before the convention, but I am excited for it. I know there's some great YouTubers coming up. Keith of the Robotnik Brothers is coming out. Imminent69, Air Force Shields, Scific, I believe. I'm sure there's others. I think Gamester 81's coming up, so should be a lot of great YouTubers out there. Wish I would be able to meet up with you, John, Gaming at Old School, but some other time I'll make it down to Phoenix. But thanks again for checking me out. I've got a lot of great other games to show my next video, and check me out on Facebook at Married Guy Gamer. I've been putting some Master Quest posts on there and stuff like that. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.